And we're back.
Hey!
Da, 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 da.
What if we didn't talk at all and just stared at the camera as a hello? I've been watching a show, The Residents.
The Residents?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Really, really good. Actually, really good. And the main character, I know this is kind of weird to start out by just talking about a show.
This is what people talk about.
But the main character reminds me a lot of my husband, Alex, because the main character is really stupid and really annoying. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding, Alex.
Wow.
No, the main character's hella smart and also loves birding. Really loves birding.
Loves the birding.
But she's trying to figure out, solve a murder mystery kind of deal. So it kind of reminds me of Clue, that movie a little bit. Because there's
a little
humor
murder mystery,
introduced.
A little bit of birding. Interesting.
Yeah.
I tried my hand at a little birding this weekend.
Yeah? We did some birding this weekend too.
Yeah. I was out by my sister's pool, and they have a ton of the big trees in the backyard, and there are definitely a couple hawk's nests that are around. So I kept seeing hawks going back and forth. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah. I like swallowtail kites.
Okay.
I also really like shrikes.
Don't know what that is.
Okay, so the shrike is the only carnivorous songbird. So it's very tiny and cute, but it'll F you up.
Oh.
So it hunts bat, for instance. So it'll grab a bat and then spear it on a barbed wire fence.
Whoa, that's cool.
And then eat it.
Okay.
I watched one do it
What
at
is this
Depot
bird
Park.
again?
A shrike.
A shrike.
Yeah. They're super cool.
That's really cool.
I want a tattoo of one. That's how much I like them.
Shrike.
Because they're so bad.
It's a cool name, too.
They're so bad, but.
Yeah.
I won't say the bad word.
Yeah.
But they really are. And they're just so cute.
That's pretty metal. Tiny little bird grabbing a bat out of the air and then impaling it on a fence. That's cool.
Yeah. Well,
nature.
Watching the bird do it in Depot Park was wild.
Yeah.
So the Audubon Society does their walk, the first Sunday of every month. So this Sunday? Yeah, because this is...
Yeah, that would be. I think the first is Sunday.
Yeah. So they do, you walk through Depot Park. You all meet at First Magnitude. You walk through Depot Park.
Cool.
And every single time that we do the walk, the main dude, brings up that story.
Okay.
He's like, oh, man, this one time. And I'm like, I was there. Everybody, just so you know, I was there. It was really cool. And it was one of the only times that Alex didn't go with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he missed out.
He missed some cool stuff.
He missed the cool one.
Dang.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about birds. The new show, The Residents, which definitely check it out. That's why I brought it up, though.
Oh, yeah.
When she's questioning people, she will oftentimes just... Yeah, and just waits for them to talk. And so that's what it reminded me of, if we just stared at them.
That's a good sales tactic, too. If you're trying to sell something, you don't need to sell it. You just got to let the other person talk.
Right. I learned that. That is one thing I learned very quickly in doing sales with the chamber. Was, if you come in hot and you're like, oh, let me tell you about all these things and why you should do this thing.
They don't care.
No, that's really dumb. But I always started them by being so, tell me about your business. Obviously.
Tell me about you.
Yeah, obviously, I read your web page, I know this and that, but I don't really know.
Don't know
give
the
me
day-to-day.
Yeah, give me the meat. How'd you start this business?
Yeah.
Why'd you get involved? All that kind of stuff, which there was two sides to it. I wanted to know that because I think it's fascinating.
Right.
You learn so much about
puts people at ease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
people
then on
love
top
to talk
of that,
about themselves.
It was really cool to hear from them. And then what they actually need and what actually is most appealing to them.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then you can sell better.
Right.
So
that's true.
Listening.
That's the gospel truth.
Yeah. What was the word that we were going to say? A hoot and a holler?
A hoot and a holler. Well,
A hoot and a half. That's what it was.
hoot and a half.
A hoot and
Julianne
a
here,
half.
my co-host, is a hoot and a half.
Yeah, Justin's a hoot and a half.
I'm a hoot and a quarter. I'm not a full half yet.
A hoot
Just
and a... What's the 75%?
A hoot and I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know 13 is a baker's dozen.
Yes.
That's right.
Full, I feel like I should warn this. It's the first day back from a long weekend.
Very long weekend.
I'm tired, and I'm probably going to say weird things, which I know I always do.
You already have.
But, yeah. So I feel like I need to justify it.
Yeah, but your Memorial Day was good?
Yeah, it was. I got to hang out with
And-
Dad and my brothers and my sisters.
That's nice. And it was your birthday?
And it was my birthday. I am
Julianne is-
33.
Oh, I was going to say you were younger. I was going to say you were 27.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Then
still
that makes
feel
me
27.
35.
But I feel like I'm still latter 20s. We were talking about this. It's you get... I feel like once you hit 25, after that, it's
Yeah.
who cares?
27,
who cares
32,
how old you are? Yeah,
39, whatever.
And I mean, what's funny is for the longest time, I was telling people I was 29. And not because I wanted to lie to them, but because I legit thought I was 29. I just got stuck at that number.
Yeah.
And I said it one time, and Alex was like, no, you're not. And I was like, what? Oh.
It is weird. It takes a little getting used to getting into the 30s.
Yeah.
And that's when I really started to lose track of how, I don't know,
Yeah.
30-something.
Yeah. I don't know. Being older hasn't really changed much, besides what we were saying where hairs pop up in weird places.
I have hair in my ear now.
Yeah. My nostril
I have to constantly
hairs.
trim my nose.
Yeah. Well, I got long nostrils, and so as soon as they get a little long, they're
Dude, and I have curly hair, so they curl up, and if I have a mustache, it'll be like a Velcro situation where they'll intertwine with my mustache hair, and it's just that's
and then it can
part of the
pull.
reason why I shaved.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, it's the wily chin hair. It's
The wily chin.
Yeah, she comes back.
Yeah.
And Alex always points it out because I'll be going like this. And he's like, the chin hair is back, huh? Why don't you go pluck it? And I'm like, I don't know. I just end up playing with it instead.
Husbands and younger brothers have a lot in common, because that's a very younger brother thing to do. Be like,
Yeah.
Julianne, your hair is back on your chin.
That is true. That is, Josh would do, my little
Yeah.
brother would do that.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But he also is the first one to be like, you're being real weird right now. Which, I only have a week left of him living with us.
Oh my God, no way.
I know.
Where's he going? What's happening?
He's moving into, what is the apartment complex? It's by the mall.
Okay. There are multiple.
I know. I don't remember the name of it. I feel like it's the old Spyglass, maybe? Which is funny because that's where I lived at the same exact age.
Nice. How old is he? He's 20.
He's 21.
Okay.
He's 21. It's so weird.
They grow so fast.
Yeah. Honestly, yesterday he came home from work and I was looking at him and I would almost said you look older. You're starting to look like an adult. And then I was like, I probably shouldn't say that because they'll probably be like, oh my God, Julianne.
You're so embarrassing. You have hair on your chin.
The one thing is, he will never watch this.
Yeah. Oh, okay, great. Even though he's the
matter.
perfect demographic for it.
Oh,
right
absolutely.
at the beginning. 21.
Absolutely.
21 to 40.
Do you know what he said when I told him that I was doing a podcast for the young professionals?
What did he say?
He was like, man, everybody thinks they can do a podcast. And I was like, youch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was like, well, I'm not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody plays online games, Josh.
Oh, sick burn.
Sick burn.
Yeah.
Burn, burn, burn.
I forget that he's legit streaming it.
Yeah.
Because I'll walk into the office to grab something and he'll hit the mic to pause it and he'll look at me and be like, why can't you knock? Why can't you knock first?
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
like,
very important.
Bish, you in my house.
I am of... No, this is a young professionals podcast. I was about to age myself. Be like, video gaming peaked for me with a Nintendo 64.
Hell yeah. Nintendo 64. See, mine was GameCube. GameCube was my jam.
Apparently, GameCube games are coming available to be streaming on the Nintendo Switch now.
Yeah, the new one.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The new one, you can also like play Mario Kart with people like that aren't like there,
cool. Yeah,
but like legit like you can see them and like that kind of stuff.
That's
and it's
cool.
like kind of built into it.
Okay.
But you have to whatever. We can get into that. But it's like nickel and dime you on everything. Because we were like watching videos and stuff on it and it's like, oh yeah, you buy it. That's expensive. And then on top of that, you got to get like a subscription in order to do this.
Literally,
and all these new
everything
games.
is a subscription.
Yeah.
Talking about subscriptions, if you're not subscribed to the Young Professionals podcast, click
Do
below
it.
or above, wherever it is.
Wherever
on the side.
it is. Yeah. And like this. Like it.
Comment.
Even if
share
you
with your
don't really
friends.
like it.
Yeah.
Help us out here.
Help us out.
Which, hey, as you can see, we're on Spotify now, so
We are on Spotify.
it makes it feel very official when you're on
I
Spotify.
know.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Like, because I had to make a Spotify creator account.
Yeah.
And that was like,
Heck yeah.
Josh, so going back to my little brother, I
Josh.
did make him subscribe to it on
Okay, good.
Spotify. I was like,
Nice.
you don't have to listen to it, but like, can you at least subscribe?
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, wow, so the category is comedy because you think you're funny? And I was like, damn. I said, I don't know what category to put it in.
Yeah.
We talk about a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
I feel like some of it's like
Lighthearted-
professional development.
Lighthearted professional gossip. Like, what do you... comedy.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like what has happened in the past 2 weeks? What's our updates?
Holy shnikes.
Like,
what
as far as, like,
are our
GGYP?
updates. GGYP. What have we done? Where have we
Oh, we
been?
went to the Springs.
Oh, my goodness
Heck yeah.
gracious.
See, Remy's helping. Yeah, we went to the Springs,
Springs
and it
trip.
was like, it was so nice. It was kind of like the perfect weather, honestly.
It was a beautiful day.
It was really pretty. And like we went to the great outdoors for lunch afterwards, and that was delicious. Like, and
was a
so
good
many
meal
people like had never been there before, so it was cool to like bring people to, you know, a restaurant in High Springs where like most people haven't explored High Springs, and High Springs is cool.
High Springs is kind of slept on.
It really is
cool. It's got
but it's a cool like downtown area.
I love
to
that
explore.
downtown area.
Yeah.
A lot of cool shops, like antique stores, a couple good
Yes.
restaurants.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very colorful too.
Yeah. Like the murals and all of that are pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, they've got a pretty solid downtown, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
solid downtown.
it's the kind of downtown vibe that you want.
Yeah.
Where like, and people worry about like with any downtown about parking.
Oh, parking is always an
But
issue.
like parking there is actually not that bad.
Every time I've been downtown High Springs,
I've always had a spot. Yeah. I always. But then on top of that, it's like, you know that I hate it when people talk about Gainesville's downtown
Right.
and lack of parking.
There's a lot of parking in downtown.
There's a
Gainesville.
lot of parking. You just
need to know where.
need to know where.
There's
Yeah.
a couple garages, couple little secret spots.
Yeah. But also the ambassadors, like the people in the neon, you literally can ask them, where can I park? Like that's part
true.
of the reason that they walk around. Like there's multiple reasons, but that is one. So now you really, really don't have an excuse not to go downtown because they'll literally tell you where you can go and park.
They're easy to pick out. Put them to work.
They're super easy to pick out.
Yeah.
They're like everywhere. Like, and it's so cool. And I thank them when I see them. I'm like, hey, thanks for doing this. Like, how is it? How's your experience? Like,
I always
doing
give them
this?
a curt nod.
Yeah.
Just one of those.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not
It's-
talkative when I'm in public.
That sounds cool in the...
It does.
Maybe we are doing an ASMR
Yeah.
podcast.
And now for the ASMR segment. So, Julianne, what's coming up?
I like the magic.
What's coming up in June?
Oh, in June.
In June for the Greater Gainesville Young Professionals. What events do we have looking forward to?
First week of June, we got axe throwing. Well, first and foremost, it's our monthly mixer. So, if you don't want to throw axes, you don't gotta.
Yeah.
Just come and hang out.
Come hang out, have a
I
drink.
suck at axe throwing, so I probably won't.
Okay.
I've tried numerous times now, and it's bad.
The last time I was at Swamp Axe, they gave me a tutorial.
I'm never not gonna laugh at that name.
Swamp Axe.
Swamp axe.
Yeah.
Swamp axe is.
You get thrown,
Is
you get
real.
a little Swamp Axe after a while. But they give me a tutorial, and actually the little trick, there's a certain stance you got to do, and then a thing and a thing. I don't remember it now. I'd have to go through the tutorial again.
Yeah. Well,
But
and that's what
that was
the
helpful.
last time that I went, when it was the place before, they walked me through all of that, and I still, I couldn't do it. I
Cord.
struggling.
Oh, it's stuck in my chair. I see what's
But
going on.
anywho's it. So monthly mixer. Also, the owners of Swamp Axe graciously have offered a $25
Raffle.
No. Like a $25 pass, if you will. You can
cool.
purchase an axe throwing pass, which is already a discounted rate. But then on top of that, they're not cutting you off at 2 hours where they normally would. So it's $25 for however long you want to stay there.
That is cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
And
okay.
as always, your first drink is on us.
First drink on us.
Yeah, whether it be alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
Yeah, if you guys have never been to Swamp Axe, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Everyone I know
And it's fun
loves
to watch.
Swamp Axe,
It's almost more fun to watch than it is to actually throw. I heard.
I mean, Swamp Axe, it seems like they're everywhere. Okay, sorry. Other than that, Drink GNV
Drink
Brewery
GNV.
Bus Tour.
Brewery Bus
So
Tour.
if you've never been on that, it is so
a
fun.
blast.
It's so fun. So we take two Candy's tour buses. So you're on a bus with 60 people. And we'll take you around to the 5 local Gainesville breweries. So you're going to go to First Magnitude, Swamp Head, Blackadder, Cypress and Grove, and our brand new one, Grand Scheme.
Grand Scheme Brewing.
So it's really cool because you get a pint at each location. You can decide whether you want beer or cider. We give you both options. And even wine, because some of all of our breweries have wine. So, and then on top of that, you get food at each location.
Food, a 5-course
So-
meal.
And a swag bag, and a commemorative pint glass, and
It's a vibe. And just
a good
good
time.
memories.
Yeah. And we give you liquid IV. So
Very
you
good.
can kick it off with liquid IV, and then you're less likely of
Right.
being trashed by the end.
Yeah. Or
But,
you could just do the food ticket. Come along, eat
That's
some food,
true. We
and
do
hang
a
out.
food and fun one.
Yeah.
And that one's, the food that we've selected is very good.
Unbelievable good food.
Because we got Germain's, we got David's, we got Humble, we got, you're going to end your night with sweet berries. Get some custard. And then who's my other one? Who am I
Other
missing?
custard. Muñecas?
Muñecas. Oh my God.
Muñecas.
They kill it too with their taco bar. It was
Yeah.
so good last year. It was clutch. It was clutch.
Clutch.
If you're gonna go, make sure that you hydrate that day, and also make sure that you eat at every stop.
Eat at every stop.
And we bring water and Gatorade on the bus.
Yeah.
So you can still hydrate as time goes on. But it is so fun. It's so fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Collectively, it's 120 of us going to the 5 breweries.
June 13th.
June
which is
13th.
a Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Pretty much 2 weeks
Spoopy.
and 3 days from now.
Yeah, it'll be a spoopy experience.
Oh, Friday the 13th. I hope nothing goes wrong. But everything will go right.
Everything.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna have a spooky good time. Ooh.
Join the brewery tour.
God. I'm sorry. If you stick with us, you are just...
I can be normal for about 5 minutes tops.
Yeah.
I can hold it together.
Yeah. I mean...
Longer if I don't have to say anything. If I can just sit, I'm going to get antsy.
Yeah.
Start moving
Oh,
around.
100%. I mean...
But
I think you do the same thing.
I'm already
where you're
fidgeting.
where you're twisting. I
Yeah.
always twist while I'm talking.
yeah.
Because
it's
I don't
that.
know. It's that or
If
it's...
I'm on the phone, I got to walk around.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I like talking on the phone while I'm driving, though.
I like texting while I'm driving. Posting on social media. Love it. Yeah. Some of my best LinkedIn posts are when I'm driving down
in other
75.
words, if you see him on the road, avoid him, because that mother lover ain't paying attention.
Hey, it's okay. I'm covered by State Farm. Everything's fine. Sponsor us, State Farm.
I mean, Jason Thompson,
This is true.
He's a big supporter, and he also sponsors a bunch of our events throughout the year.
He does. Yeah.
That guy's the bee's knees.
He's cool.
He's cool.
He's cool.
He's cool.
He's cool.
Yeah.
You know who else is cool? Our guest for today's podcast.
Who's it gonna be?
Well,
Tell us
today-
about him, Justin.
So today, this is someone who is new-ish
Ish.
to the youngish and professional-ish Greater Gainesville
Yeah.
young professionals. This is a person that I work very close with at the Chamber of Commerce. His name is Remy Albury, and he is the new member development manager at the Chamber. Super chill guy. We're a good little yin and yang in membership. You'll see why. He's cool, chill. I'm just a big old nerd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, go on, get.
All right.
Go on, get.
Bye.
He'll be back.
Welcome to Tu Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome to Tu Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome to Tu Fiesta
Okay. Welcome back.
What's up?
We have a realization that really brought to our attention. Share with the class.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta thank Justin for the great info, or great intro rather, and all that. You know, that's my boy. Love him to death.
Yeah.
The yin and yang thing, I thought he was going for some
For-
kind of other comparison there.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
It's very clear that we are yin and yang.
Yes,
For very
yes.
obvious reasons due to our demeanor and
Yeah.
attitudes
Well,
and all that
that's
kind of thing.
kind of what you said, though. The best part was, you'll see. You'll see why.
You know why.
You know why. Once you see him, you'll get it.
Early personality.
Very chill. Extremely. Unlike Justin, who is extremely high strung if you've met him, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
So clear.
Just so clear. No, I feel like you don't have this. Justin and I are both hella anxious people. Like, I've never gotten the anxious vibe from you.
Oh, it's there.
But okay, but you just don't do what we do where we're like,
I'm excellent at hiding it. Trust me.
yeah.
If I ever disappear for 15 minutes or more, that's probably what I have gone to go do. And then
yeah.
I come back
Yeah.
with the appearance of a normal person,
Yeah.
as you do.
I don't know. I had there was a point of my life where, well, number one, I was 25 when suddenly my anxiety got 10 times worse and I was more aware of it.
Yeah.
Because, when you look back in your life, you're like, oh, all of those times that I would be like freaking out about this, or like I would have this like tightness in my chest, like I was anxious. Like that was anxiety. And now I know that, and it just, I don't know what 25 did, but
yeah, I find
it hit
that
a little harder.
That age is pretty common for a lot of people in our generation, just because that's around the time that you hop off your parents' insurance, so everything becomes very real at that point.
Yeah.
There's no more free doctor visits and anything like that. It's an actual cost associated, so of course the anxiety level is going to raise with that.
That is true. That is true. That probably really is part of it.
You recognize that in yourself. It's really good. Like, that's something that we all got to work on with the mental health month, is just recognizing when it's that kind of anxiety moment. And you'll never know to deal with it unless you are able to kind of like focus in on that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, and I mean, that's kind of like what we were talking about in the car on the way here. It's like, today is like a off day for me. I'm a little like anxious, and my mom always used to be like, why? Why are you anxious? Like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. If I knew, I would solve it. Like, I don't know. And that's like, like literally me being on medication has helped 100%. I'm less likely to like have a panic attack or like things of that sort.
Right.
But at the same time, I had to kind of learn coping mechanisms. And I think part of it, like, oddly enough, is that I want to talk about it. If I'm anxious, I want to talk about I'm anxious.
I feel like that is such like an important factor of it. Like having that support group or people in your corner who you're like, okay, they're not going to look at me crazy or tell me anything wild. They're just going to listen and like understand where I'm coming from. And that's like, that is like a huge thing. It's like not to be understated how important that kind of stuff is.
Oh God, yeah. Like that's, I mean, I feel like once I made realizations of like what's going on in this brain, it was like, oh, that's why I do that thing. Oh, yeah. And when I was like totally closed off from people and like didn't want to do anything, I was depressed. Oh.
Kind of goes hand in
like,
hand.
Oh, God,
something about self-isolation and sadness kind of goes together like that. So,
yeah.
To all the people who are listening to this, talk to somebody. Doesn't have to be professional. Just pick anyone that you trust to understand your information, and then just kind of
100%
just info dump on them as hard as you can for at least a couple hours.
Yes. No, and that's kind of the thing, is it's like I've been like touching on, but like wanting to talk about more with like our young professionals. Like, dude, so many of us are like hella anxious.
Right.
And like coming to an event is like, like, I mean, even me, I run the events, and I'm like, oh God, I gotta talk to people today.
Right. Yeah. Let me not say anything too embarrassing or anything wild. You know?
Yeah. Like, I even get like, even kind of talking about it, I'm like, whew. Yeah. If we had an event this evening, I would be like, oh God, I don't know that I can do it. Like, it would not be good, and then people would think I'm like in a pissy mood when realistically I'm just. I'm just like not good.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's so cheesy to say this, but like, I see you. Like, like I feel you. Like it's.
Listen, so we were at that event at Medici's, and when you actually got up and said that, for me, that resonated extremely hard, because it's like, how many people in this crowd needed to hear that, and they didn't know they need to hear that today, and just like. Getting that out there to like having the people hear that, like, look, you are seen, it's not weird.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
well, because that was one of the days that like I was literally like, whew. Like that day for me, it was hard to like be at an event, and I was like, oh my God, I have to like socialize and talk to these people and like be warm and welcoming when like I don't even feel like warm, like like.
And bringing that out of yourself too for like everyone else is definitely like a skill that you have to like hone too. Being that on is definitely like something you gotta work on and practice and everything.
Yeah. I love when people are like, oh yeah, you're obviously an extrovert. I'm like, yeah. Okay, talk to my husband about when I get home and I'm like, nobody talk to me. Nobody look at me. And I just want to watch TV and like zone out for a little while. And then I'm like, hi, husband. How is your day? Like,
Look, kudos to Alex. Like, he understands it, and having in your life to do that for you is definitely amazing.
Oh yeah, like everybody
Support
needs
group.
a support system of some sort.
Right.
Like, and I do think like GGYP helps with that
100%.
immensely.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone is super, very chill. There's no like weird energy there at all. Very welcoming.
yeah.
It's not a plug. Definitely go out and see for yourself. Like everyone's
true.
gonna welcome you
Yeah.
in. It's a great time.
It is,
And
it is.
yeah, obviously you're very concerned about everyone's health mentally and everything like that. So
Yeah.
we're not gonna put you in a space where you're gonna feel like,
yeah.
this is not somewhere where I'm trying to be and socialize or
Right,
anything like
right.
that. It's very
We
open.
have so we have a meetup group on like that site, which I never really explored it before, but a lot of people find us on Meetup and come to our events, and you can like leave reviews basically
Yeah.
of like your experience at their events or like whatever. So one of the things that like pretty much everyone has said is like I felt safe, and I'm like. I'm so glad. I love that so much. It's like
Seriously.
good.
Important.
Good. Yeah.
Very high on the
So-
priority list.
Yes, especially like nowadays. Like it's just the world can be a scary place, and like I want to make sure that like regardless of like who you are, what you do, like
Yeah.
because when people say like, "Oh, I'm not a professional," I'm like, do you have a frickin' job?
Right.
Are you looking for a frickin' job?
Exactly.
Are you going to school? Like, cool. Any of those work.
You have ambitions, you have career goals, you have anything of that nature.
Yeah. Like all of that works.
gotta
Just show
come
up.
through, yeah.
Yeah. So
Gotta
that
come through.
aspect, but like also like your upbringing or who you are, like all of that, as long as you're not an asshole, then like come through. Like,
That is the only criteria.
that is literally
you
the
cannot
only
be
thing.
that.
Yeah. Like, because I mean, I wrote the handbook for the young professionals. Like that group, when we created it, we've got a handbook.
Right.
And legit, without saying like, if you're an asshole, you'll get kicked out.
Right.
But in a professional way, it is said in there.
Prominently
Like,
expressed on page 1,
yes.
non-tolerable behaviors.
Yeah, exactly. Like if your behavior does not align with our organization, we have the right to, remove you.
Of course.
So
you
just
should.
keep that in mind. Like, I mean, yeah, keep
on
it in mind
notice,
for
everybody.
yourself.
Saying,
Yeah.
know who you are.
Yeah, we know. I've been watching you. No, I don't watch anybody, but if anybody like reported to me, something, then it would be like, okay,
Of course.
time for you to go. Yeah, we'll get bouncers for.
Look, like, gotta get some muscle. The dudes in the black V-necks at the door.
Yeah. I mean, Alex and I were at a show like at the Atlantic. Well, what the Atlantic used to be like. So what is it, Barcade North or whatever, or South? I don't know. Anyway, we were at a show that was in like the alleyway, like super tight show, and it was like a punk show, and so everyone's like having a great time, like moshing and like all the things. And this one dude was making people uncomfortable because he was like, he came at people's necks a few times, like he was just being extra, and like extra aggressive. Like most of the times, if you're in a mosh pit, it's like everyone is super nice, like. Is
that right? Because I have the wrong impression of a mosh pit.
You're gonna be just doing that thing, but if you fall down, everybody stops and they pick you up. Like it is a community. Like everyone's
cool.
like bouncing around and having a great time, but like there are definitely ones where they're like punching each other in the face. Like that's like few and far between. I feel like like at least the shows that I've been to.
Sure.
But like it's like crazy to me how like community focused a mosh pit is, because like literally the show we went to in Atlanta, Amel and the Sniffers, like we went up front and we were like getting it, and multiple times like people fell and it's like everyone stopped and like we helped them up, and it's so cool. But anyway, that all being said, exactly. That all being said, this guy was being like an asshole. and people were kind of like stepping away and stuff. And Alex grabbed him and was like, "You need to go." And then like a bouncer came, like that actually worked at Barcade, and like came and removed him. And then everybody like, not to be like, everybody cheered on my husband, but they did.
I mean, that's a cheer-worthy moment.
They were like, "Yeah, Alex, yeah," and like clapping, and he was like, "Well, what? I was just getting rid of a guy. Like, what was everybody like paying attention to this guy?" And it's like, yeah, he was making everyone uncomfortable. And so I say all of that because Alex is at most of the events. So
I'm saying, you know what I mean? Act crazy. We're going to stick Alex on you. And then a bouncer will come and remove you.
Yeah, exactly. He'll grab you, and then the bouncer will come and remove you. He's just the in-betweener for bad behavior.
100%.
Yeah. Anyway, we like went on like so many different tangents.
Sure.
But let's talk about you.
Talk about me?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
All right. So how long have you been working at the chamber now?
So I started in...
My tummy is growling. Sorry.
The middle of... It's like, we're going to get lunch after this.
Yes.
I started in the middle of March. I want to say March 15th. And now we are towards the end of May. So let's say about 4 months.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Well, and you had a very exciting, like, first big event. Because he started like right before the longest table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I had a seizure at that event. So,
oh, what a day it was.
Yeah, like scared the shit out of him.
I really thought it was a hazing thing, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Because everyone seemed a little too on board. Not to, relive the story or whatever, but
okay.
It's
that's another thing. We talk about anxiety and like depression and all of that, but I also like to talk about my epilepsy because 1 in every 26 people has it. So it's incredibly prevalent. So that means somebody that's watching this has it as well. And it's like another part of like, I see you. Yeah. Like, while I take medication and I'm mostly, controlled, it still happens. Yeah. Like, I effed up, missed a dosage, and there you go. Yeah.
And I think a good takeaway from that, another side tangent.
Yeah.
A good takeaway from that, especially with the mental health thing, is being able to learn the signs for yourself and knowing kind of when you're about to go through that moment, or if you need to step away and take stock of what's going on and reset and do all that kind of stuff. Being able to see the signs is extremely important for that kind of thing.
Right.
And actually, during my time at the chamber, within those first months, we had I think it was a small business support group where we were talking about burnout and.
Oh no, that was with Sarah Livingston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and she went into a lot of that kind of stuff about having to see the signs and knowing when the lead up to the burnout's happening is the most important part. It's like it's already kind of you're waiting too long if you're already burnt out, so you got to start putting stuff in advance to try and help out with that.
Yeah.
So obviously, but that kind of stuff has been super great as well.
I've really enjoyed like with the young professionals bringing in stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like two things that we always have reoccurring every year is like at least one event where like workshop wise where we focus on mental health.
Yeah.
And then at least one about financial literacy.
I got to go to that. That's going to be a big one, I feel like, for a lot of people.
God, yeah.
Like, what are the two main complaints for, like, this, like, our generation of people, money and stress? Like, that's two major issues that everyone's dealing with, especially in this town. So, having that ability to have a forum and have a professional come speak on it and everyone give their, like, 2 cents.
Yeah.
And,
this guy.
I got some jokes.
Got some jokes.
No, but it's great.
Yeah.
And I love being party to, that work that we're doing to help try and empower the community and just spread the knowledge about all these things that are very important. But, like, when are you going to find the time to sit down with, like, 10 or 11 other people and talk about that and have them all be in, like, the same demographic as you and understand it from your standpoint and give your version of that story and all that kind of thing. So
that's like I find that one of the things that like makes me happiest, like where I feel most fulfilled. God, I'm just hitting the mic today.
The gesticulation's going crazy.
Yeah, like I use my hands too much, I think is the problem. Anyway, I love being like, even though I'm not an extrovert, I like being a connector.
Right, yeah.
So whether that be because of an experience and now you get to learn more, or you met people that, you know, like-minded, in the same boat, whatever.
Right.
Like, I love being able to do that. Like, I just think and I think the chamber is like a really good vessel for
100%.
that. And I think that oftentimes people don't think about that aspect of the chamber as much. It's like, oh yeah, you do these events. Ugh.
Right, yeah.
I can sales pitch, and it's like, yeah, but it's more about like creating the relationships.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you work with those that you know, like, and trust.
100%.
And so, like, we're providing that little bubble for you.
Yeah.
Make the most of it.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much a lot of what I've seen that we do is just create those opportunities for you to build those relationships and create that trust with other people that you otherwise probably would not have sat down and met or done anything with in a professional or even casual sense. So, you know, definitely getting to be at a lot of these events and seeing just the energy in the rooms and like all the friendships getting created. Like, that's, for me, that's one of the more fulfilling things for me about working in the chamber.
Yeah,
and
it's heartwarming.
It is really hard. It's so wholesome. Honestly, it's so wholesome. And you see it with people who will come back and talk about, oh, I went to this and I don't really get out much personally, but I got to come back to these because this is not my social event that I go to. It's a professional mixer, but this is this is my social event. I'm going to go meet people that I've, you know, connected with. And
exactly.
now, you know.
No, it's cool to have that. When you applied for this job, what was the mentality behind it? Like, what were you thinking you were getting yourself into? I'm just curious.
I got to think back on it too, because I definitely came in with the intention of just applying to a job that I have some amount of like skills match up with. And coming in, I didn't really honestly, I didn't really know what to expect. As far as what the chamber does. Like most people I talk to nowadays, they have no idea what a chamber does in their local area, or that it even exists in the first place, or like what it's supposed to be doing.
Or if they do, they think we're the government.
Oh, they think it's a government job where we're like doing something with finance and something or other, but it's really not that. I found now that we are doing a lot more of that advocacy that I was kind of thinking of that personally I wanted to do on a more personal standpoint, but taking it to sort of that next level and involving business owners and community members and nonprofit organizations and all these other great, amazing groups in our town that I, again, never had heard of until starting this job. And making sure that they're connected with correct resources and making sure that they have the correct exposure and making sure that people know that they exist so we can continue to make things for them happen and that kind of stuff. So I really didn't know what I was coming into going in. I feel like I've only just started to grasp at the understanding of what we're doing very recently.
And you'll keep learning.
Like that's part of the goals.
Like more and more will get like you'll get exposed to, and you're like, wait, we do that? Like,
I feel like that's wild. every other week. Like, oh, that's something else that we do. That's crazy. Like, I didn't really even realize that we were plugged into that metric or anything of that nature. But I will say that on that note, I am happy that it has gone beyond my expectations in scope. Because I was thinking way too small in terms of what we were going to try to be doing, and what we're actually doing is a lot bigger than that. So it's definitely like a happy feeling, like, dang.
Like,
part of something bigger. Wow, that's so cool. That's kind of what I wanted.
Absolutely. Because how long have you been in Gainesville?
Total time, I want to say like maybe 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of total time. I know, of course, I left a couple of years back, went to New York, and now I'm back. And it's been 3 years since then. So, like we're coming up on the 9th year in Gainesville total time.
Yeah. And where'd you grow up?
I'm from the Bahamas originally.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about this because it's a common thread.
I didn't really know if you were doing like an interview type thing or you really had forgot. But Bahamas.
Oh, my memory is shit, so.
That's fine. Same. The short-term memory is definitely not there. But grew up in Freeport.
Nice.
And I moved over here for school specifically, and then now we are here. Fast forward. 15 ish years later, yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite thing about Gainesville?
Favorite thing?
Because you came back, so that means you like it.
Yeah, no,
somewhat.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously that sense of community is really great. Again, the scope of it I had felt was a lot smaller because it's like, oh, there's definitely chill people here. The overall vibe of the people that I'm going to interact with in town is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that community focus aspect where you really will find, like, I want to say, like, long-lasting friendships in Gainesville. Like, the people here are really invested in getting to know you, getting to, like, understand who you are as a person. And I don't know, there's a lot of great people in this town. So that's kind of the main thing that drew me back to it. Is I know it's, like, a very good area to meet people who are generally chill and cool. So, yeah, that's, I mean.
It is true. Like, we do have good people.
Yeah.
Like, Alex and I went to the Grove Street Farmers Market yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if you don't know it, it's over at Cypress and Grove. And it's a bunch of local vendors. It's really, really cool.
It is awesome.
It's a really good one. Like a really good farmers market / vendor market. But anyway, we were walking around that and like we got like some fresh veggies. We got like some homemade like hot sauce.
Yeah.
And we got what else? Oh, I got these like really good olives. Like really, really good olives. Which she said that was her last time being at that market, but she's going to always be at the farmer's market at Hale.
The Hale? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just there on Saturday myself,
Oh,
actually.
nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Reg. Love the candles, by the way. I burnt both of them.
God,
They are
Daily Burn.
really good. Yeah. Cannot recommend that enough. They are very good.
He does the Cure themed ones, and they're so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool. But yeah, no, I love that stuff. And like Strega Nona is the olives.
Oh, okay.
And oh my God, they were so good. Like, I'm very excited about them.
That sounds awesome.
And we got cheese.
You got to bring some charcuterie to work now like that.
I know.
You're not going to talk about these delicious olives and then like hold out on us.
Because also I got some like really good cheese from the cheesemongers.
Come on now. Now you're just bragging. Like if you don't bring it, it's just bragging.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll bring it in. I can make a grazing board, let me tell you. I'm pretty good at it. I think
now
so.
that you've said it on camera, so everyone's got to hold you to it. So next young
Some
professional
of these
event,
people have seen it.
you're gonna have to
They've
bring
been a part of it.
the grazing board through.
But dude, the cheesemongers, like their stuff is like, ugh, so good. But anyway, I brought that up because while we're like shopping and getting all this local stuff, and you know having some local beer, they also had like live music. And so it was just, I turned to Alex and I was like, you know, we've got a really freaking cool community. Like, we are
true.
really lucky that this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's too true. So my number one pet peeve is people saying like, oh, there's like nothing to do in Gainesville.
Oh my
It's
God, same.
like,
Same.
if you stepped outside and just walked down the street for 10 minutes, you'd probably find something to do. Like, there's so much stuff to do.
Well, that's why I do the weekend post.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, every Friday doing that weekend post of what's happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much every single week, it's 3 pages long because we have that much going on. Like,
very true.
it's, and there's
true.
something for everyone, too. It's like, whatever your interests are, you'll find something.
Right. There's live music at Heartwood. Every week is free. There's great restaurants right next to it.
Bo Diddley does their free Fridays.
Same thing.
Yeah.
There's like there's many amazing things.
Exactly. There's always something.
be
The art
taking
walk.
part of art walk. Yeah.
Birds and Brews the first week of the
When was
month.
that? Yeah.
Dude, you gotta go.
Yeah. That sounds like right up my alley, honestly.
It's so fun because the Audubon Society runs it. So they give you like a guided tour.
That's so cool.
And they also bring a scope. So like if there's a bird that like is kind of staying still for a while, they'll put the scope on it so you can see it like super up close.
That's really cool.
And then they rent out their binoculars. So they bring like a whole bin of binoculars.
Okay.
And it's free. You just have to like write your name down so that you don't steal them. But yeah, like it's so cool.
Right.
And numerous people in the Audubon Society go on the walk. So like, there's somebody at the front, but there's always people like further back too. So like you can ask questions or whatever. And then like pretty much everyone on the walk is a birder, so they also know. They'll be like, oh, that's a blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, I'm, once again, going back to the awful memory, I'm really bad at identifying birds, but Alex crushes it. Like, and there's an app called Merlin where it's basically like, what's it called when Shazam? It's like
for
Shazam
birds.
for birds.
That's
yeah.
really
And it'll
interesting.
pick up every bird that is out there.
Wow.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you can do pictures too. So yeah, Merlin's
Okay.
cool. Free app.
Yeah, for all the birders out there,
Yeah.
check out Merlin. No,
Yeah.
apparently he's amazing.
I know. Alex will be so proud of me talking about birds this much.
The brownie points
Yeah.
are
But I love
increasing like crazy.
I love it too. Like, it's so funny because the first time that we went birding was at Birds and Brews with First Magnitude.
Yeah.
And we didn't have binoculars. We borrowed some. And it was just so cool. Like, I remember saying to Alex, like, really? We're going to go birding? Are we like 50? Well, not even. Are we like 80 years old? Like, what are you talking about? But then we went and I was like, this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about it.
Give
Like,
life a chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let nature go impress you. Like, I do a lot of nature type photography, so out in Payne's Prairie, there's tons of great birds to see,
Yeah.
all that kind of
Yeah.
great stuff. So
you can get some really good pictures for sure. Well, and that's another part of being lucky being in Gainesville. It's like there's so many beautiful things like all around us all the time.
so much natural spaces, and we care about them too, which is something that you can like not understate for a lot of areas. Like how many conservation programs are just in this small little space by itself. It's
the whole. It's also sad though because like. So the Florida Springs Institute went with us to the springs. So like Carmilla was answering questions and like pointing out turtles and different things. And talking to her about the springs is like kind of depressing because it's like all of these people that come into our community to go to the springs and they just frickin' trash it. She's like, oh yeah, that spring over there, it used to be like super clear. And I'm like, well, now it's... you can't even see the bottom. Like, people suck. Like, it just, and that's why, like, every single, like, entrance that you'll go to at the springs, they're like, no single use items. Like, bring your water bottle, bring this, bring that. Because, people will just throw it over.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no, I've seen it. Unfortunately, I've seen a good amount of, like, just candy wrappers and all that kind of stuff in Prince Prairie. And so it's like, man. You're gonna drop that there, dude? Like, come on now.
I just don't understand it. Like,
no good.
They're
hate the litter bugs.
Yeah.
You guys can all
don't do it. If you do it, I'll kick you out of the Young Professionals.
you gotta speak to somebody. You got problems.
That I would kick someone out for that. Like, that does not align with our beliefs. We believe you should be decreasing your carbon footprint, not increasing it. So we'll kick you out.
Very true. Very true.
I mean, we've literally done like litter cleanups and stuff.
Oh,
so
I love that.
We did the last, 2 years ago, I think it was, when we went to the springs, we went with Current Problems. And so I kind of tricked everyone and made them clean up the springs. I was like, yeah, we're going to the springs. Super fun. And then it was like, but you're going to pick up trash. Yeah. You're going to help clean the springs. And it was great. It was great. Anyway,
time.
I'll talk your ear off, but we really appreciate you coming on.
100%.
I'm glad that we got to shoot the shit.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime that you guys just want to have a chat with your boy, just let me know.
Yeah, we
great time to talk
appreciate
to
you.
100%. Appreciate you.
I'm going to bring Justin back. Beedle-lee-lee.
Welcome to Tu Fiesta Radio 95.7, your Latino radio station in Gator Nation.
24/7, bringing you the latest news and the best entertainment from Alachua County.
Don't miss El Show de la Mañana, Monday to Friday from 6 to 10 a.m.
We are the house of Latinos. We are a movement. We are Tu Fiesta Radio.
95.7 Tu Fiesta Radio.
Welcome to
Okay.
Hey!
What up?
He's back!
How about Remy? Remy's a cool dude.
That's
I like talking to Remy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think like for the most part we've gotten really lucky at the chamber in that like
Good
we
people.
hire good people. Yeah. And you know, every now and then there's a bad egg, and maybe it's my fault. I did one once, but I think all in all, like we have a really good team.
Yeah.
Like the people
Interesting
care.
people. Everyone we work with are just fascinating to talk to.
Yeah.
Everyone has such an interesting, unique experience to bring to the table, or an outlook or a perspective that's interesting.
But all like community, like
Yeah, very community focused.
like loving on Gainesville,
man.
loving on what we're doing, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
But anywho, we actually didn't write any.
We didn't write any
this
jokes
time.
for the news, but that's okay. But I think before we go, we should thank our sponsors.
I do too. You know,
Give them some love.
I'm kind of excited because First Federal is one of our sponsors.
First Federal Bank.
They are actually going to do a financial literacy talk for us.
Excellent.
So I'm really excited
That's
about that.
great.
I think we're going to line that up
forward
for
to
like
that.
August.
Perfect.
So keep your eyes peeled for that. Like I said, we do one every year, and every time I learn, and every time I go, shit, I should be doing that.
Yeah. No, it's
I'm so bad about
very
budgeting.
helpful. Oh, I'm
like
terrible
so
with
bad,
budgeting.
so bad. You know, always a work in progress. Also, Gator CPR came on. They're our newest sponsor.
They're awesome.
Yeah, awesome training. They came and trained us at the
they
office.
did. Clay came.
Yeah, it
we've
was,
got-
and Lizzie and Julianne are great. They're on our leadership team.
Leadership team.
And then we have UF Health, who's been a sponsor from day one of Young Professionals.
Yeah.
Like super appreciative of their support.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Yeah, they're a huge part of our community, but like them supporting this group like means a lot to me, and I think it is a good representation of their investment in like the future of Gainesville.
Absolutely.
And then
there's Life South.
And then there's Life South, which I always like to plug. When you donate, you literally save 3 lives. 3. So donating blood is super important. If you can do it, you should do it.
Should do it. It's not as bad as you think.
It's
There's
really
like
not.
a stigma on giving blood. It's like, oh, I don't want the needle.
Well, I'm scared of it.
But it's not that bad. It's a little
It's
slight
not
pinch.
that bad, but
Yeah.
talking about anxiety.
I don't like to look at the blood. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God,
Yeah.
no. I can't.
Yeah.
That is like nerp. But also like it does make me
Bring a
really
book,
anxious.
Play
like
a game on your phone. Yeah.
like butterflies in the stomach. Like there is no reason.
I think the
They
first
don't
couple of
hurt
times I
you.
gave blood, I
They
was a
don't-
little nervous. Now I
Yeah.
just go in and
Yeah. I don't know. I just it.
But anyway, they do great work.
They
Life
do,
South.
they do, and you can find them like all around town with their bus, and they are the only
Red, white, and blue.
local donor. So they are the only one in town that literally the blood you give in this community stays in this community and is used at HCA and UF Health. So, I mean, while it shouldn't matter at all what lives you are saving. At the end of the day, you can literally say like, I'm saving my neighbors, you know,
Right.
like I'm saving the people that I see every day. Really, really important. And
Big
then
impact.
obviously, Tu Fiesta.
Radio!
Great supporters of us too.
Awesome. They let us come in here and
And be dumb.
be so dumb. So dumb.
So dumb. And then they came out to our event and they did some recording too,
That's
which
right.
the video
yeah.
was cool.
From
If you
Medici,
didn't
that was cool.
if you didn't watch it, you should watch it.
Watch it.
You're probably in it if you were at that event.
I'm not in it because I was sick.
I was sick.
Yeah, I'm in it. I probably say something weird. I don't know. But well, I did watch it. I don't think I did say anything weird
think so.
actually. I think I was pretty youngish and professional-ish.
Yeah. And that's,
All right.
That's all the time
I
we
think
have for
that's all the
today,
time we
yeah.
have today, folks.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Till next time.
See you later.
Bye bye. Nice seeing you.